Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Gloomhaven, the Guildmaster Campaign. Today's episode, we are going to tackle the Lonely Tower scenario, where we're going to be seeing some giant vipers, rending drakes, spitting drakes, and some stone golems. Not sure if we've seen too many of these yet, so I figured this would be a good one to bring onto the channel now. And I've completely, well, not, I guess not completely. I'm going to leave the Quartermaster in a little bit longer. I'd really like to see some level ups for him, and we should be able to do that now. Bringing in the Berserker and the Elementalist. This is a quest for the Elementalist, so we need to bring him, or it. And before we go, there's a couple changes that I'm going to make. First up is the head item for the Elementalist. I noticed that the Hawk Helm is available from the Scoundrel, so we might as well use it. Elementalist has a lot of ranged attacks, so it's going to fit him pretty well. Next up is the... Oh, we have 3 available perk points. Why? Did something happen here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened here, but let's remove a couple -2 or -1s. And let's drop those 2 zeros to give 2 +2s. Yeah. Strange, right? I guess I must have done a few things, or maybe some things. I don't know. I'm not going to try and figure it out. But it's looking pretty good here. Anytime he pulls a 0, it's going to be bringing in an element. Next, we can kind of focus on, do we want to go more the earth, air, ice, or fire, or 2 of these, of course, like ice and earth go pretty well together, I believe, and wind or air and fire go pretty well together. So we could just choose a couple of these or just choose one of them, and we'll definitely go for this as well. Lacerate and blind are also very good ones for the Elementalist. All right, that's enough. We've spent a lot of our gold, I guess. Just want to check this out one more time. I think these are, the exclamation point is there because, yeah, the crime is life, the sentence is death is now available, and you just activated my trap card. Okay, so we need to try to deal, enemies take 50 damage from traps, so we need to try and figure out a way to put them on top of traps to unlock Angry Face. And we also need to poison the enemy 50 times, inflict poison 50 times. That's probably going to take some time. We can I guess the Elementalist has a couple that can inflict poison, but it's not too many. And as for pushing, that's just going to be happening, or pushing or pulling onto traps, that's just something that's going to happen eventually. Right. And one more thing, you know, the cleaving axe seems like something that we'd be able to use more frequently than impaling spear. And in the last couple of episodes, I've realized that impaling spear would have come in handy way more than cleaving axe would have. Particularly when we put the Quartermaster in this kind of formation with enemies, he pretty much like clings on to his last strand of life, and I have to bring him away before he dies. So I think impaling spear is probably going to be more useful rather than cleaving axe. It is 1 more extra damage, and this formation is slightly, I don't want to say harder to get into, because this one has 3, right? So although this can happen, because enemies will walk to the Quartermaster and surround him, I feel like we can get in this position and deal more damage with this anyway. So I'm gonna bring Impaling Spear back, drop Cleaving Axe, and I think that's it. Okay, well, let's jump into the scenario. The Lonely Tower. The scrolls of Mudshoot point to a tower near Silverwick. Go and check it out. The objective is kill all enemies in all rooms. Lose if the Elementalist is exhausted. This is a level 1, so they do have, you know, they have 1 shield. This one has 2 shield. Their health are 11 and 10 respectively. But we'll be able to kill these like vipers really easily. These can be kind of pains, but we've seen these over and over again. These ones are fairly new to us on this trail, so let's jump on in. No encounter. That's kind of a good thing. The villagers of Sandwick give you vague directions toward a ruined tower, and you soon find yourselves stumbling your way up a perilous rocky track in the direction they pointed. You find you have more questions than answers. Why was Mudshoot bankrupt? Why were there more payments being sent to a tower in the mountains? Okay. What does this even have to do with swagger? Ah, right, swagger. After walking for a number of hours, you may soon have your answers as you crest the ridge and see the tower on the hillside in front of you. You also see bones and other detritus covering the entrance. It seems something else may have moved in. So I think we are all set, but I am going to do my normal check. Yes, let's go. As you enter the tower, a smell of sulfur hits your nostrils. Drake droppings. I can imagine that. That immediately puts that smell and taste right in my nose and my mouth. Okay. Well, we're looking at a normal Rending Drake, a normal Spitting Drake, a normal Giant Viper, and an Elite Giant Viper. No traps, which is too bad. A couple hazardous terrains. It's not going to be too exciting. It's just 1 damage. But we also have some difficult terrain that we're going to have to get around. Okay. Then we have this kind of V room or corridor, and then a room after that. Okay. Well, round 1. First up is the Quartermaster with Iron Bulwark at 19. We're going to use that attack right there, but we're not moving. We're going to use the Scroll of Recall to pull 3 of these enemies up closer. And how this is going to work is it's a range of 3, but a pull of 1, right? And we can target 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right? So we're going to pull here, here, here. And that's going to put them all 3 of them right there, and then we'll be able to Iron Bulwark attack the Spitting Drake. And then very shortly after, I hope none of them pull a 20 or a 19. Reckless Offensive. Suffer 3 damage to attack 4, targeting X. So we can suffer 3 damage, target 3 of them. I'm hoping that kills everything. And then Furious Aid, we can just heal that right back again. That's not too bad. And to pick up the pieces later in the round, we have the Elementalist going at 67 with Crystallizing Blast and Burial. Now I'm hoping I should be able to use both of them, because I would like to have Dark and Ice available for the next round. So let's see how this works. I think it's going to work perfectly. We have all of them going between us, right where I want them to be going. So let's pull them in now. Right, I might have to do this one at a time. So let's start over here. Right to there. Good, yeah, okay. Pull it right into some spikes there. Cool. Confirm that target and pull it there. Let's use that. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. And now we'll attack here. This is going to be helpful anyway. It'll muddle the attack. I didn't actually see... Yeah, okay, so it's going to be a pretty... It's a decent attack. But it's actually perfect because this one won't be able to attack unless we kill this one first. Which, maybe that's not going to happen. So, we'll see, I guess. We'll take the 3 damage here. And now we'll be able to attack 3 enemies. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So that one is going to attack, and that's fine. Oh. Look at that. Reckless offensive working out pretty well for us. And then we're healed right up again. Well, that's lovely that we got rid of that ×2. It's unfortunate, but we're all right here. So we're gonna use this, and we're just okay. Really great. We pulled a +0. That's fine, but we're pulling. Fantastic, fantastic. It would have been nice if it died. But, you know what? We have now 3 elements that we can use going into that next room. I'm not going to use that. So how can we use those 3 elements in round 2? Well, one card I'm missing right now is the Quartermaster's, I think, Deep Pockets or something like that. It's the Loot 2 that's a free action, meaning we can use it over and over. I would really like to bring that card back so that we can loot things like this and then just continue moving on. Anyway, we don't have it, and I'm not going to be standing around to pick it up. We're going to be jumping right into this corridor here. First up is the Quartermaster with Sharpening Kit. He's just going to heal himself up. And then reserved energy to scoot around the backside of the Rending Drake. Probably what's going to happen. Well, my guess is that I'd like to keep the Quartermaster as the target for the Rending Drake. So we'll see how we can squeeze that in. 37 for the Berserker. She's going to be using Strength and Agony to move 7. And then Cauterize, so when she walks into this room, fire off a couple, wounding attacks against 2 enemies. I'm hoping that's good enough. And then 45 is the Elementalist, Pure Augmentation for a movement of 5. And then Formless Power for an attack of 4 at range 4. And we will see who that's going to be. I'll give the Elementalist a slight, I guess, it's increase in initiative, but it's going in the wrong direction. That's one thing. Nah, I guess it's fine. It makes sense. Like, lower number is higher initiative. No, it doesn't make sense. Higher number, higher initiative. I feel like that makes more sense. And then if you were to, take a long rest, your initiative is 0-0. I don't know. I guess it works either way, but higher initiative is what you want to say. Anyway, 12. Well, it's going to attack us first anyway. Luckily, we can use this to reduce our damage, and we'll actually be able to heal that wound off now. We don't really want... I guess it's nice to have it attack us first. That way we don't heal ourselves and then gain another wound. But since we're standing... You know, let's move this way. I don't need to stand right next to the Rending Drake now. And do I want... One of these cards might be nice, but I don't... Yeah, I'm gonna say no for now. Okay. Well, let's see how far we can get here. I guess we could have taken that heal 4. And I'm also going to take 1 more damage here because if I step here, then that's 1, 2, 3, 4 to open the door. Alright? But if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I'm losing 2 movement points. And I really want to get in a good position where I can use this. So we are going to step into that hazardous terrain. It is just 1 damage. I think we'll be fine. But this allows... I apologize. This allows me to be more flexible about where I want to be. Are those... I can see some pressure plates. Yeah, okay, cool. I like it. On the floor there. Apparently, someone didn't want just anyone getting into the room in the back. Pressure plate. Locked room. Ooh, this is the first time we've actually seen this. So, I assume it oh man, it just doesn't give us any hint at what we're supposed to do. But I assume 2 of us need to be standing on it because there's 2 pressure plates. Like 1, 2. Come on, guys. Like, you gotta tell us what... okay. Maybe not. You know, this is just a... like, it's a puzzle. Do we need 2 people there? But in Gloomhaven, we would be told, you know, that we need 2 guys to be... 2 people to be standing there. But, like in the board game, Gloomhaven, that is. Let's see what they're doing. Moving 1 and attacking 2. Moving 3, attack 2 in a triangle formation, range 2. We don't have to worry about you at all. And move 5. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, even if it stood over here. So, I'm thinking that if we stay where we are, we can hit both of them and we'll only take 1 hit. Now I'm hoping that I pull a +1 and we can, like, kill both of them. But I'm also thinking of splitting up because if I stand next to the Quartermaster, then we're both going to be attacked by the Spitting Drake's attack. So I think what I'm going to do is that we're going to move in. I'm going to be a little reckless here. And I'm just going to hope that this kills at least 1 of them, right? No. And... okay, good. So I guess we did take out 1 of them like we wanted to. This one's going to take 2 more activations before it just dies on its own. We could use the major healing potion to just heal now. I almost want to because I know... let's see, the activation is going to be... oh, that one's already gone. I was like, who else? It's going to be this one and then that one. Okay, so I'm not going to because the poison is coming after that attack. Right, 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 right. Another thing we could do is... Oh, we could move 7 now. Look at that. I think I'm going to leave fire strong so that I can use it next round. So let's consume air. And I think, again, we're going to... Yes. I'm still going to step into that so that I can get into a better position. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And I might be able to kill this spitting drake back there. Okay. Now it looks like you're flying, right? And we are going to be consuming night and ice. And we're going to tack back here. We could use the doom powder. I think I'd rather use the doom powder when I know my chances of killing them is close to 0 rather than using this, because I don't want to, if it dies, then the stun, poison, and curse are all thrown away. So I'm going to skip it. Let's confirm this target, because we have some +2s. There's a chance, so I'm going to take it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Good. We do have this wall shield. We're going to skip it. Just take that damage. And yeah, just take the damage. Okay. Well, it's round 3. We do still have this pesky guy back here. We should try to take care of it before we... Like, one of these two should take care of it. Probably the Quartermaster. We should be able to do something about that. And then moving in and... Okay. I think I've actually got plans already. So, round 3. And we have the Berserker going first with Glass Hammer. We need to get moving. Don't want her to be standing right here, particularly with poison. That's not necessarily a good place for her to be standing. We do have the wall shield if things get really nasty, but Unbridled Power is going to allow her to attack somebody and stun them. We'll see who that is. Then at 17 with the Quartermaster, and I think it's going to be Quartermaster first. Yes. So the Quartermaster is going to have Crushing Hammer, move 2, shield 1, and Crippling Bow with an attack 3 at range 3, and then we're going to see who that target is. But we should be able to stand here with that shield, so likely going to be the target for everybody, maybe. And then the Elementalist with the move 2, bringing in Earth and Ice, and then shaping Ether to use Fire and Earth that we have available right now, where we'll be able to target 2 with an attack of 3 at range 3. So we'll see who these targets are. I'm hoping that we can kill this, this, and this, and maybe stun, something like that. I can't really reach it, so we'll see how this works. Okay, so the Rending Drakes are going to be healing themselves. That's not very fun. I'm not too worried about you, but we definitely need to figure out a way to kill this guy now. Giant Viper's just moving 1, but attacking twice. And then the Spitting Drake is not moving, but targeting 2 with poison. Okay. Yeah, I forget which enemies can heal themselves, so it's kind of new every time. I'm okay with forgetting. I like being surprised. That's not very fun, though. We need to take care of that. So, because this one's already gone, and that's only going to move one, and this is only going to move one, what I'm going to do is go back here. And we'll attack here, but I don't need the fire. If we kill it, great. If not, it's stunned. Okay, great. It's dead. And I can't heal yet because I have that poison. Alright, so Quartermaster. I think I need to attack back here. Yeah. It was useless anyway, I guess. And then we'll move up to here. Now this is going to attack twice with immobilize and poison too, but it's not going to be too damaging. That just means that the Quartermaster is going to be stuck for a turn here, if this even happens, because this fire and earth. Let's hope that I can kill that. And we'll attack here. You know, I could use piercing bow. No, I need piercing bow for the Stone Golems. That's going to be important there. So let's not do that. Let's make this attack. Well, we've killed one. This one's still being kind of a pain. Let's go pick up some coins, I guess. We don't really need the shield at this point, but it's still good to have. Well, now we have earth and ice. Oh, and fire. So I know exactly what we're going to try and go for here. I think it's important that we let's attack both of them with wound. That'll be an attack of 2 with wound. And we could... I mean, we could use ice and earth with a move 2. Then we could heal and shield up, and we can kind of put the Elementalist in the way. But that kind of goes too late, doesn't it? Another thing that we could do, and I think I'm more on board with this one, is trying to stun that. So I think what I'm going to do is this. We'll go 28. And we can use everything except for the healing, and we'll use the ice to make sure that that is stunned. We need to find a way to heal you. Let's do this. We'll go a little bit later than the Elementalist. The Elementalist has a way to take one like large hit, and we don't have to worry about it too much. But I'm not sure if we want to use it now. We might want to use it in this room once we see those Stone Golems. And I'm still interested. We need to get back here to these pressure plates. And I assume I need to put 2 people on it, and then that's going to allow this door to open. The next part is, do we need to leave these, like, do we have to stay here for the door to stay open? That's a good question now. Let's see here. We have Impaling Spear and Hasten Step, actually, so we could actually send him 1, 2, 3, 4, and then make an attack through this. We can just worry about this later, I guess. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so they're not moving very far, which is good. And they're not moving far either. Okay, so we're not going to be attacked at all. But very likely anyway. So let's run up here. skip, and then impaling spear right through here. That's great. Oh, we could even use the warhammer to stun them, but I'm going to, for the same reasons, we want to save that for the golems. Okay, which card do we want to bring in? Because he only has restock left over. I kind of think something sharpening kit. There we go. Let's bring sharpening kit back so we have a heal. There we go. And I am going to consume fire. Yes. I'm going to consume fire so that I can... I mean, I don't really need the move... Well, actually, you know what? No, let's go all the way back here. This way we can use the Elementalist to be one to open that door. And maybe what happens is like just one, but I assume two. But I'm just skipping those actions and then stunning this one. Great. Well, we don't need to stun it again. That was kind of why I chose that. So what we'll do is just move up to here, skip the action, and because we're lower than half, we can just attack. And ×2. I love how that pops up. We're not going to use that yet. This is going to take some time for it to join us. But actually, they do have some pretty wild movement. They sometimes have like move 4 or 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it has that, it can catch up immediately. So I don't think it has like a move of 6 though. Movement of 3. So it probably has like a move +2 and an attack -1 or 2 or something like that. So it could catch up to us, but it probably won't do too much damage. Yeah, okay. Well, let's use what we have here to try and keep her alive. I'm hoping that 23 is fast enough. Okay, so it's still just move 2. We're going to use this just because I want to bring in darkness. We might as well just use it. And we'll use this to heal that poison off. And step back here a little bit more. We're getting there slowly, right? And let's go this way. And I am going to use that heal 5 now. We'll skip that attack. And I'm pretty sure I'm correct. We need somebody else to stand here. So I think what we're going to be doing here is just, you know, long rest, long rest, long rest. It's going to move 3 now. 1, 2, 3. That's still good enough that we don't have to deal with it. And we'll be fully rested and ready to go in. Perform long rest. I'm thinking we want to get rid of a card that we don't necessarily need right away. This one's going to be good. That's going to be really good because wounding anybody with shield is just a good idea anyway. I want to keep that a little bit longer, and any stuns are going to be perfect. That's a stun. Attack 3, add +2 if your current hit point value is less than half your max. So we use this one already, and it's going to be pretty helpful against those shielded enemies in there. We want that one. Probably want that one. I guess we could get rid of this one. Let's get rid of Reckless Offensive. Alright. We want to keep anything that brings in an element. Yeah, I still want to keep it for that reason. We want to use this like now, so that when we do open that door, we can use this immediately in the next round. I'm thinking this one. Ah, this one does have a stun too, so maybe it was this one? Yeah, malleable evocation. Do we want to bring in a mana now? I think that's a good idea. Maybe for like stun or... I think we're fine. Okay. So we're all healed up except for the Berserker has 1 missing health. That's fine. Not too worried about that. That one might be useful. That would be really useful, actually. Refresh one of their spent items. Spent or consumed. So in that case, it'd be good to get, I mean, either the major healing potion or get the wall shield back immediately. This one would be nice to get back, or this would be really nice. Yeah, we need to keep that one. Refresh all of their spent items, though. I think I'm going to go for this one. Refresh all of... One adjacent ally may refresh all of their spent items. That's not going to be too helpful, because they don't have a ton of items. Alright. So we want to use Infernal Vortex for... Okay, round 7. Yep. Infernal Vortex. And we want to attack you, at least for something, before we go over there, I think. I mean, no, not that one, because we're already bringing in ice and earth. You know what? We could use this. Take a step back here. And then make him invisible so that it would have to walk all the way around here and we can deal with it pretty quickly. Then we'll go late. We want to go late. I'm wondering if... Okay, so we can bust through this door, but we really need to have a lot of movement to get into that door. Oh, that's right. No. Okay, we need the pressure plates. Right. Okay. So let's go really late with our stun kind of abilities. So we can move 3, you may suffer 2 to stun someone, and then stun. Okay? Great. Because I'm hoping that once the Elementalist moves back here, it will open up that door. And they should pour through the door. Maybe they won't pour through the door. And then the next thing is, can we step off? So we want to go late here. Not that late, though. Yeah, I guess we have to go pretty late, don't we? We'll use crippling bow so that we can make an attack against the Rending Drake. Okay. That's just moving 1, but it is doing a ranged attack. What a pain. Well, let's move back here. Let's see what happens. It still says locked door. Okay, so this is going to move 1, and then it's going to attack 2 at range 3, targeting 2, poison and wound. It's like the perfect AI thought right here. Oh, I'm not going to make it to them, so I'm going to shoot them. What? Man, sometimes. So, who do we not want to be hit, right? Because we can't choose ourselves. It's going to move here, and then it can reach all of us. Alright, you, I guess. There we go. Okay, the door opens into a library, which is still in reasonably good condition. Oh, they're having their turns. It's like, what is happening here? This may hold the answers you seek. I think we may need to deal with those golems first. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I see what they're doing here. They're not moving toward us. So, if we step off of this, do those doors close? Yeah, of course you did. I'm just taking that damage. I'm gonna block that. Let me think about this now, because they did not move. Well, I could go here and this is going to answer my question. So let's do it. Skip that action because we can attack for 2 again. Okay, so we don't need to stay on those. That's good to know, I guess. There we go, we've killed it. We'll move over and pick some of this up. Okay, round 8. Now we know we don't need to stand on these. We don't need to necessarily go in there, but it is going to take forever for this one to get out. And that's kind of good. We can deal with like these 2 in a wave and then this last one as a wave. So we definitely want to be going late. Well, okay, round 8. I'll take a look through here. I need to be a bit careful about how I'm going to do this. And so we're going to be just waiting for them to come into here. what we're going to do is the Berserker's going first at 43, which is as late as I could go with her. And we're going to use this to heal, well, to heal off the poison and the wound. And then from the brink is just a card, but we need another card. 67, again, as late as I could possibly go for the move 4. And then pure augmentation, I'm really, really hoping that I can get in a position to hit one of them. But 67 is late enough that they've already gone. 73, again, and then sharpening kit to heal. Okay, so 28. This means that they are going to be moving. They're moving pretty far relative to how far they can move. 1, 2, 3. They're not going to be able to attack, which is awesome. And then they're going to even suffer some damage too, which is even better. Awesome. Thank you very much. Now I really wish that I had cauterize with the Berserker, because I was wondering if they were going to be in range, and I thought, no, there's no way. So I'm going to use this to heal. I guess it doesn't really matter who we heal, right? Yeah, I'm gonna heal up the Elementalist anyway, and then skip that action. The Elementalist. Oh, well, I guess that way the Elementalist doesn't lose another health, so that's pretty good. Let's move over to here. And we're not going to use that. Skip. And then we are going to use this and this. And I feel like I should use the piercing bow to really make this count. And we'll be able to get it back. So I'm going to use it. Don't you dare. Oh, here we go. Doom powder too. Let's do it. Everything we got. Ooh. Awesome. +2. I'm very, very happy about that. Minor mana potion could be great. Or we could bring ice in. We could bring, well, I think you're already, no, you're not even wounded. So we could bring in fire. Let's bring in fire. And now we can heal up our Berserker friend here. And I'm going to move back here to pick up some more gold, because why not? We want to kind of keep our distance from them, but the problem now, of course, is they go late. They don't get to move very far, but what we need to be doing is like going in and hitting late and then going early the next round. But I think that doesn't really matter now anyway, so let's see here, because this one's stunned, and this one probably won't pull that move 2 again. And as I said before, you know, this one, we can deal with these in waves, and we've already dealt with one basically, so it's too bad this is right here, because then I could attack 3 through both of them. Okay, well, round 9. Okay, we're moving in really early with the Berserker with Glass Hammer and then Dazing Wound, so that we can stun this one as well. And then we can deal with them more slower, at a slower pace. Then 40 for the Elementalist with Ice Spikes to wound both of them, and Burial to just make another attack. And attack either one of them. And finally, Quartermaster, Impaling Spear with 48. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I just didn't really see another option yet. I'm gonna keep the other stun available for now. And then we also have the Warhammer. So I'm going late to see what the best options are going to be. We can even model one if that's just my only option. We'll see. Yeah, so not even moving, going really late. Great. Yeah. See, they're not bad. The problem is that they have these shields. So you just have to get through the shield. Once you do, or once as you're like, dealing some damage, it takes some time. But as long as you kind of have some good tactics of run in, hit, and then run away before they get their next turn, that's kind of the way that I attack or deal with them. It's kind of my same tactic with the living corpses, because they're really slow. They can hit pretty hard. Confirm action. Yep. And but they don't have shield. They have a lot of health, but yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, see, these -1s are killers, but we should be dealing some good damage here. Not that, I mean, okay, we maybe will get some damage, but the thing here is that we'll have wound. That's gonna help out a lot. Okay, awesome. 2+2s. Look at that. That killed the other one already. Yeah. It was bound to happen. I'm still pretty happy with how things are going, so. And this whole time that I was talking about the the movement for the Quartermaster, I had them switched, and when I saw that the Berserker was coming from over here, I thought, well, that's not right, and I was very confused. Now I'm understanding what's going on here. So let's run up here. We'll pick up this gold as well. I think the only gold now at this point is, yeah, these piles back here. So we've picked up everything in this room. That's great. Okay, a couple more damage. We're going. We're going. And now it's stunned. Well, it's stunned for this round. But as long as we deal one more damage before its turn, we'll be pretty good to go. And I mean, it's, you can obviously see this is a pretty, again, I feel like sometimes the let me get this out of my way first. I feel like sometimes these normal scenarios are, oh yuck, are like really easy for 3 players, all right? And then sometimes they are extremely difficult. And that's why I keep coming back to there's some imbalance going on here. I don't know if it's just me. I'd love to hear from you guys out there. If this is going on with you as well, then yeah, please let me know. Whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna just use this. Good, okay. Once again, only 1 health times 2. We're gonna move back here to pick up that gold. Yeah, so if you're seeing that, you know, oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just out of reach. Because I was thinking of using this. Yeah, we can't even see him anyway. Oh, and I don't have enough. Okay, well, skip the attack. I guess I just used my... Oh well. So retaliate of 3. Let's still do it. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I get sidetracked quite a bit. But if you're seeing the same thing, then please let me know. Because it's... I mean, I know it's just the Guildmaster campaign, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm not saying that there's something, like, terribly wrong with this. All I'm saying is that there is some sort of imbalance that kind of needs to be addressed. I don't know if it's... Yeah, again, I don't know if it's just me. Let's go through this now. Moving 2, but it has a ranged attack, and it's going to pull us. And immobilize us. Ooh. Yeah, okay. I'd really like to do some big attacks here to try and kill it quickly. This is a quick episode. I guess that's it right there. Well, yeah. We'll get rid of that one. And I think... just get rid of Burial. I haven't really been able to use the top action of Burial yet. I'm kind of disappointed because it looks like a really fun attack, but it's not necessarily... it doesn't look like it's... I don't get to use it very often, and to have Earth and Darkness at the same time is a really weird combination that we need to find. But let's see here. We could just try and heal ourselves. Another thing I was thinking of is just using this and farming some experience, but we do have this loot too for her. I don't think I want to run her back all the way to pick up that gold. How far is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, we could do it. Because we have this for 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 5 more movement. We could definitely get her close. We'll use this to stun him, and then we'll run away. That'll be 2 damage. And that'll be 5 damage. Whew. Almost kill her. Another thing we could do is just have... Well, we don't have enough. We don't have any loot for you, so... let me see. Let's use this again for the... let's use this for the movement. And... did I just... Yeah, I just burned it. I was going to say, I could use it right now. I can try and find a way to make it work, but... I guess I'll just use this. Alright. Oh, still not ready yet. Let's just go really late, and then I'm gonna use this to make it 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I am going to try and find a way to just farm that gold right from the beginning. So sit tight. If this is annoying to you or boring, then I apologize, but it's part of the puzzle. And it's not necessarily a... I mean, it's just part of the puzzle. It's part of the game to try and pick up as much as you can while still winning. We don't need to stun it now, but we will gain an experience, so let's just do it. Good, we don't have to worry about killing it now. We'll take the 3 damage. And let's run. Great. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still need 5 to get there. But it should be fine. So we're going to use this just to make sure that it stays right there. Don't have to deal with it again. And just skip that action. Round 13. So we have this gold here, the gold that's going to drop, and then the Berserkers making a run for it to go all the way back there. We're going to have to spend a little bit more time. We could use this to heal her up too. We'll get more experience for that. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we'll use a 2 and we'll be fine. Yep. We don't have to do too much over here. I don't really know what to do. I mean, we have all of this. I guess we can do this to stun it again, but let's go really late. And then as for you, we can move. Anybody need healing? Well, we'll use it. And we'll go really late again and just kind of start walking towards it a little bit. Alright. So, yep, move to here. And then we can heal herself up. There we go. Not bad. It's gonna probably kill itself. I don't even think I want to... Like, I don't really want to even get too close to it. I mean, I don't want to attack it, I mean. Because if I attack here, and I pull a +2, then it's dead, so... I'm just gonna spend the time to heal up here. There we go. I mean, not to really heal up. We want to be picking up that gold. That's what we're doing. So we'll use you. We can move up and do that. We'll have... We can use this major attack down there, and might as well use this first and then that one. Oops. And is there anything that we want to use here? Let's do it that way. All right. Ouch. Okay. Moved up to there. And loot. Good. We actually went all the way back and picked up that loot. That's pretty great. Up back over to here. Let's do this attack first because I want the experience is what I'm shooting for. And then I'll use this so we can get 2 experience instead of just the 1, maybe. Yep, and there it goes. And we'll pick up that gold as well. There we have it. Okay, the tower is now free from things trying to kill us, so let's have a route around. Killed 10 stone golems, so actually we've seen 7 before, at least. Well, I guess we've seen 7 before. The Berserker dealt the most damage, along with the Elementalist. Also, most damage taken and healing done. Be interesting. I don't think we've made any... I think we did 1. Yeah. But as I was saying, I feel like some of them are just too easy. And then I go to up the difficulty, and then it's ridiculous. And so I drop it back down to normal difficulty, and it's still ridiculous. So there's something there. Still a great game. You know, this is just part of it. And then and I'm wondering actually, will the Guildmaster campaign continue to stay once the other campaign is there? Like, will we be able to play a Guildmaster campaign just to continue playing Gloomhaven outside of the normal campaign that Gloomhaven, the core like board game, gives? And also, I'd like to know if the random generated like card driven dungeons are going to be available as well, because that would be really great. The library contains many musty tomes on all forms of magic, although almost all have since been disproved as poorly researched and are now only useful as kindling. Well, that's good. There's one book of Swagger's handwritten notes. It both details the payments from Mudshoot and talks of the power of the gods given at an ancient temple, accompanied by a crude map. Looking at this paperwork, it looks as if the bandits were in Swagger's pay all along, and that he bankrupted Mudshoot to get enough gold to donate at this temple. So you made all that gold just to donate it all? The map looks like the edge of the forest up near the School of the Great Oak. Can't have changed much in 100 years. Right. We know where to head next then. Great, we have a level up for the Quartermaster, level up for the Berserker, and a perk point for the Elementalist. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this group, although it was a lot of fun. Actually, they blasted through that scenario, right? That was an hour. I think it only took me about 15 minutes more looking through the cards, but yeah. Well, I think that'll do it, folks. If there is if there's some travel thing that you'd like me to tackle for next week on Tuesday, then you can let me know. We have the Proving Grounds, Ice to Meet You, Readying for War, and Trenchfoot. This was one that Shinobi and I had tried. I think it was one of his first scenarios, and that was pretty fun to throw him into the oozes. We do have some jobs here: Night Raid, Like Moths, and Civil War. Oh, this one looks pretty tough. Earth Demon Elite, Flame Demon, Elite Flame Demons, and a Savas Lava Flow Elite. Ooh, that's pretty rough. That is very rough. Well, if you want to throw me into the fire, then you could pick Civil War. Other than that, of course, we have stories. We have relics that we could be going after. Bones of Contention, Staff Meeting, Hunting the Hunters, and Armored Conflict. And that'll do. I'm gonna try. Well, I guess I won't be doing any stories off camera, but I'm thinking that I'll be able to do something off camera to speed this along a little bit as well. Maybe a job or a relic. But yeah. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this episode. You can let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.